The Department of Homeland Security now says it has deported 8 migrants convicted of crimes in the U.S., but officials will not reveal their final destination. This comes as a federal judge is demanding answers about whether the migrants were deported to South Sudan without due process. Lawyers rushed to stop deportations to Libya earlier this month. Now a judge in Boston is set to hold a hearing on whether the administration violated an earlier order that barred migrant deportations to countries other than their own without giving them a chance to fight. I want to bring in ABC's State Department reporter Shannon Kingston to talk more about this. Shannon, great to see you. So the Department of Homeland Security held a press conference, right, about these flights. So what did we learn about who was on them and where they're going?
That's right, Stephanie. It was a very brief press conference, just 12 minutes. But administration officials said that they did deport those 8 individuals, but said that they were all convicted of heinous crimes and that their rightful home countries had refused to take them back. Now, the administration claims they are doing everything by the books, that they're complying with that federal judge's wishes to keep all of these deportees in their custody for the time being, but they were very cagey on some of the details. They said that while these deportees might have been taken to South Sudan, they cautioned against assuming that South Sudan would be their final destination. So there are still a lot of questions here about just what's going on.
And what's next in these cases, Shannon?
Right. Well, as you pointed out, all of those parties will be back in court, lawyers for the deportees, as well as lawyers for the administration. But Trump officials have been very cagey so far. They maintain that it's well within the State Department's right to negotiate these safe third-party agreements, what they're calling them, deals with countries that could be around the world, certainly what we've seen in El Salvador, to take in these individuals. And they've been very reluctant to give up any kind of details. We've heard Secretary of State Marco Rubio claim multiple times that if he divulged information about these agreements, that it would effectively stop foreign governments from talking to him. So definitely these lawyers for these deportees, these judges, they are facing an uphill battle here.
They certainly are. And we understand that emergency hearing called for by that federal judge continues today. So we'll see what happens. Shannon, thank you so much.